Hi loves, I'm LAQUANNADIVINE and welcome to the channel if you're new. What I have for you all today is a choose an object. You're going to choose from the 3 items here. The first item is the pink Himalaya Salt Rock candle holder. The second item is the Florida water. And the last item is the shell. Also, if you find that you like the messages here, please be sure to check down below in the description box and check out other links that I have to other pick a card readings as well. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take a beautiful deep breath in. That was kind of prematurely, but that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to ring my singing bell, and you all take a nice deep breath in to center yourself. That way you will be able to choose intuitively which item you feel drawn to. All right, and on the count of 3, take that beautiful deep breath in. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to let you all choose your item. And then I'll get started with the pink. Those of you who chose the pink Himalaya Salt Rock candle holder. That's a lot to say. So I'm just going to call it the pink Himalaya Salt Rock. So go ahead and choose. And I'll be back for those of you who choose the pink Himalaya Salt lamp. Alright, so let's get into what I feel for those of you who have chosen this pink Himalaya Salt Rock. Off the bat, this rock reminds me of the crystal rose quartz. So what I'm getting here is I feel like some of you may be focusing on self-love because you have been dealt some pretty rough cards, or I should say just made some decisions when it comes to your love life that have made you realize in which ways you need to care for yourself more. So I feel like some of you who chose this are definitely focusing on self-love, and you see how this side is like pink and then here is a little like white. It reminds me of clear quartz, and clear quartz is a crystal that helps with gaining clarity. So I feel like a few of you may be in a place as to where you excuse me, I have to cough. I don't have a cold or anything. It's just like when I begin to channel messages, either my throat starts itching and I clear my throat a lot. I know y'all be hearing me. Or my nose start itching. Gosh. But anyways, back to what I was saying about having clarity. I feel like those of you who chose this object are definitely at a place where you have gained a lot of clarity in your life about yourself, you know, and the decisions that you made that were detrimental. I feel like you're learning a lot of lessons. I also feel like here, when it comes to love, since I'm speaking on that at the moment, I feel like some of you who chose this object are either have just came out of a situation where you had some very, very like dark thoughts towards someone who played with your heart. Like this is a romantic situation. Someone was playing games like with your heart. Like you were giving your all, but this person was giving you like crumbs, like kind of stringing you along. And this made you, for some of you, made you very bitter at one point. You didn't really have, it's almost like you got in a place as to where like, it took you in a dark place. And you know how they say hurting people hurt people? So it was almost as if, since that person hurt you, the next couple of people that, you know, you entertain, I'm definitely just going to say entertain, because you had no intentions of, like, taking anything further with these people. It was more so just getting what you could get out of them or from them, whether it's money, whatever it may be. I feel like you learned a lot from operating in that type of way, because you've learned that that type of energy doesn't do anything but return itself to you. So you're not what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you realize how operating in that way didn't do anything but allow those same type of circumstances that you wanted to get away from to just recirculate back around in your life. So I feel like some of you, not all of you who have chose this, but some of you were a woman who was a scorned woman. You know, you were just a very scorned woman in your past, because like I said, I feel like this is the energy you have moved out of, simply because you realize how destructive you were being to yourself, self-destructing by operating in those ways. Like like I was saying, since someone didn't give their heart fully to you, the next people you entertain, you didn't give them your heart, you know. And these people, some of these men, or it could be a woman for some of my fellas, but some of these women or some of these men really, really cared for you. It's just that you were blinded by the things that happened to you in the past, so you couldn't see that this person had a good heart, because you were blinded by your past. So you were, blinded by your past experiences. They shaped this mindset within you. Another thing I feel with this particular object is some of you yourself may deal with eczema, or you may have children that deal with eczema, also asthma, because when you think about a Himalaya salt rock, it is an air ionizer. It really helps with breathing. So you may want to purchase a lamp to, like, put in your bedroom, or it would be good for your bathroom, like put it in the bathroom. That way when you take a shower, all that salt will be in the air. You'll be able to breathe, you know, get the mucus and things out of your lungs. For those of you who may have upper respiratory infections and things like that, or have children that are dealing with those things. What else do I see here? Also with sleeping as well, some of you may deal with insomnia. Putting a Himalaya salt rock in your bedroom for those of you who suffer from insomnia will help as well. Trying to see what else I get from this. Someone who chose this has been thinking about, like, opening up like a slushy stand, or like a ice, what do you call it? The snow cone things, or slushies and things like that, like for the summertime. And this is confirmation for you that you should go ahead and definitely start that slushy snow cone ice type of business, because it's going to definitely bring you a lot of income. When I look at this rock, it has like little brown specks in it. Someone is attracted to someone that has freckles. Like, they think people, one of you who picked this pile think people with freckles are so cute. Like, you really, really like freckles. You could be dating someone who has freckles. Your husband or your wife could have freckles, and that is like an attribute of them that you really, really like. You really, really think that their freckles are cute. Let me see. I'm going to see if I feel anything else, and I'm going to go ahead and pull a few messages from my channel message jar. Some of you could be going to, some of you may have a, alright, so I'm getting a few messages. Some of you may be planning a trip to the mountains because it's looking at this rock. You know, it's a rock and you have mountainous ranges, so it reminds me of the mountains. So you could be planning a trip to the mountains. You may live in a mountainous environment where there are a lot of mountains around you. Or you could be going to visit a place where they have a lot of mountains. You may be a mountain climber, or mountain climbing might be something that's on your bucket list to do. I don't know why Antarctica is coming up. I guess every time I look at this part of this, it reminds me of Antarctica. And Iceland. These may be some places that you have visited because you wanted to try something different, you know? Like, this is something you never thought you would do, but you're wanting to try something like totally out of the blue. And go to like these very cold places like Antarctica and Iceland and things like that. This reminds me of an embryo. Some of you may have just received news of pregnancy. You could be pregnant, family member, friend, whatever the case may be, because it reminds me of an embryo. Somebody's child is allergic to eggs. You don't know it yet. You keep wondering, like, why they're having, you're trying to figure out what they're having an allergic reaction to, and it's eggs. Also see someone purchasing a bird, a pet bird, possibly a parakeet. You may have a parakeet already. Also see gardening here. Someone who likes to be outside in nature. If you don't have a garden, you're the type of person that just likes to go outside and like sit on your front porch. Drink tea or coffee. Yeah, I keep getting draw back to like someone's heart. Someone's heart had definitely turned cold, but the fact that they're focusing on healing their heart chakra and certain aspects within themselves that they're realizing. Those of you who do fall in that category, who are working on your heart chakra because it turned cold, because you've been hurt so many times when it comes to love. The only way, honey, to the only way to bring love into your life is to allow love in. And kudos to you for definitely doing that self healing work that you know needed to be done. Like, ain't nobody tell you that. You realize, like, dang, okay, I'm acting like this because this happened to me. And just because this happened to me doesn't mean that it's right to treat people this way. I need to work on myself so that I can attract better vibrations, people who are, you know, more loving, because like attracts like. And so a lot of you are seeing how a lot of the people that you had relations with in the past were nothing but reflections of yourself and the unhealed aspects of yourself. Also feel like when I'm looking at this, I get stuffiness. So someone may be dealing with air conditioner issues. Your air conditioner may have just gone out. You may need Freon in it, or whatever the case may be. This could be your home or your car. But I do feel something here about an air conditioner needing some work. Someone's air conditioner actually froze because either your filter or something, some water was dripping down and it got cold and froze. So okay. That's what I'm getting so far for you all. I'm going to go ahead. Let me see how long I've been on here, because see, that'd be my problem. I'll be going in. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to pull some extra messages. You all have 7. I mean, not 7, 6. You have 6. 7 may be a very important number. You may see a 777. All right, Spirit. What 7 messages correlate to? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see what we get for you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Keep in mind, the messages are general love, so only take those messages that resonate. If you would like a reading that is more tailored to your personal needs, then all information to book with me is down below. All you have to do is email me, and we'll set that up. I just want to take this time out to thank everyone who has subscribed to the channel. Appreciate you guys for your love and your support. Thank you for your likes and your comments. All right, so let me get into the additional messages for my people who have chosen the Pink Himalaya. We have Pluto retrograde. Pluto is retrograde right now, so this transit may be very significant for some of you. All right, Pluto is a very transformative planet, and that's what I was saying earlier. For those of you who resonate with the message of, you know, your heart being closed off because you were hurt in the past, and you know, you realize how your actions of trying to hurt other people was really hurting yourself. Some of you who chose this pile could be into real estate. All right. And I do see things definitely going well for some of you who are into real estate. If things have been slow for you, I definitely do see things picking up. We have Write the Blog. So those of you who chose the Pink Himalaya rock, Spirit is urging for you, if you are someone that likes to write, or you've been thinking about starting a blog, you should do so. We have Minnesota. And is Minnesota mountainous? I'm not sure, but if it is, that makes sense as to why I kept pulling in like mountainous ranges. We have 1111. Yep. Some of you who are definitely going through a spiritual awakening, you may see 1111 a lot. All right, that may be a synchronicity that you always catch. We have Michigan. Okay, some of you could be traveling to Michigan or from Michigan, live in Michigan. Some of your significant others could be in Michigan. and you are traveling to see them. Okay, they could be there for work reasons. We have Pisces. Some of you who chose this are Pisces, has Pisces energy in your chart, or you are dealing with a Pisces, or Pisces season may have been very significant for you this year. For some of you, Pisces season may have been the time where you have went through that breakup. We have mammogram, and I feel like this is just a reminder for those of you who chose the rock that it's time for you to get a mammogram done. I'm going to pull one more message just to see what we get to close out this particular item. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you happen to view it, okay. Divine Source, Heavenly Angels, Benevolent Spirit Guides, and Ancestors. What closing message for those? What closing message do you have for those who chose the pink Himalaya salt rock? Also, I wanted to speak about halo therapy. For those of you, smokers. Okay, so some of you just recently quit smoking, or that is something that you're working on. Halo therapy will be great to help to restore your lungs if you're dealing with lung issues. Also, mullein tea, I think I said it right. Mullein, M-U-L-L-I-E-N. I think that's how you spell it. It's good to for a lung detox for those of you who are looking to quit smoking or have a spouse that wants to quit smoking. Yep. So this message right here goes back to those who I was saying, was dealing with that breakup and things and your feelings and was just, angry and probably just gave up on love, period. When people play with your heart and mind, it can really, really take you to these places because, your feelings are involved. So it says never make permanent decisions on temporary feelings, and that is so true. This could be a reminder for some of you who may be thinking about doing some things that aren't right, just because you're in your feelings about something. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the more loving care you give yourself, the more love you have to give others. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier as well. A lot of you all who chose this pile are definitely focusing on self-love, because the more, look, you see how she's filling this jar up with hearts. You have to fill your jar up first. You know how they say fill your cup up? Well, you have to fill your jar up first. And you can't give from an empty place. So I definitely feel like those of you who chose this object are definitely taking the time out to do that for yourself, because you have realized how, like, maybe you have gotten into a relationship and it just never seems to work out. Like, every relationship you get into, it just never seems to work out. Something always happens. You may go steady for a while, but then you just cannot. It's just not click. It's just not clicking. That is because Spirit wants you to work on you, love. There are things within you that you have to remove so that you can attract the right person to you, because you have just been attracting people who are reflecting your inequalities. And if there's things about the people you don't like that you're attracting, then there's things within you that need to change so that you can attract people of more higher vibrations. Raise your vibration, then you will attract that. You have to be what you want. All right. So if there's things that you want in your life, you have to be that first to attract that to you. Okay, so these are the closing messages here. All right, don't make permanent decisions off of temporary feelings. All right, and the more love and care you give yourself, the more love you have to give others. That is the closing message. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to like this video and subscribe if you like what you hear. And once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Many, many blessings to you all. And if you find that you are drawn to more than one object, then I'll see you in the other object's message. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, let's get into the messages for those of you who chose the Florida water. So Florida water is a good cleansing agent, I should say, from negativity. I feel like a lot of you are in a place where you're staying away from negativity because I feel like a blessed vibe with you all. I feel like those of you who chose the Florida water, excuse the notification, but I feel like that was just confirmation that yes, you guys are in a blessed place. I feel like a lot of the things that you've been working on within yourself. Oh my gosh, excuse me guys. Okay, had to turn that off. But I feel like a lot of the things that I feel like there's been a lot of things that you've been working on that are definitely bearing fruit right now. Whether that's been internal work, working on yourself, or just things that you're working on in the physical realm and the things that you have interest in. So I feel like a lot of you who chose this are very blessed. I definitely feel like you're definitely protected. Some of you could benefit from a cleansing. You recently have experienced something out of the blue that just kind of caught you off guard, and it will benefit from doing some clutter clearing in your home and cleansing. Also, if you've had anything that was given to you, let's just say someone had some furniture and you needed furniture and they were getting new furniture, so they gave it to you. Definitely, if you do have Florida water or whatever type of cleansing agent that you use, sage or whatever you're comfortable with, I do feel like it's important for you to cleanse that object. Anytime we get anything from anyone, it is best for us to cleanse. Give me just a second, you guys. But yeah, anytime you get an object from anyone, it's definitely important to cleanse. So some of you may have just received an item from someone, even if it's clothing. You want to definitely, you know, cleanse it with sage or whatever cleansing agent you have. But if you get any type of hand-me-downs or someone gives you anything, it's definitely important for you all to cleanse those items, because whatever type of energy that's attached to that person will definitely be attached to you, or anyone who has came over to that person's house and sat on their couch. Whatever type of energy that couch has come in contact with is on that couch. And I'm not saying that, you know, the person who gave it to you is a bad person or nothing like that, but you just never know who's been to their home and what type of energy that person had. People have spirits attached to them that will attach to certain objects and things like that. So it's just important, if you're getting any kind of hand-me-downs, no matter what it is, just to cleanse it, you know, cleanse it of that old energy. So that's important for some of you who chose the Florida water. Also, I do get a sense here, some of you, either you just purchased a home or you've found a rental property. I want to also go ahead and mention that, since that it's important to do a cleansing in there too. You can definitely put some of Florida water in your mop water to use it as a solution to cleanse your floors. I also feel like those of you who chose this are my empaths, okay? You may be someone that can pick up on everything, so you don't really deal with too many people. You protect yourself from certain energies and things like that. Someone really loves roses. You see these flowers on here? Someone really loves flowers. You may receive some from someone out of the blue. You could get that knock on the door, and next thing you know, it's the flower delivery guy handing you some flowers. I do see a lot of, when I look at this image, I see a lot of abundance. So I feel a lot of abundance for those of you who chose this. A lot of abundance in your life. Things just working out for you. Things going very smoothly. Now, for some of you, you may just be coming out of a period where things were very choppy for you. Things were not going well for you. But if you chose this, I definitely do see a turnaround in your life. Definitely feel spiritual protection all around you all who chose this. I definitely feel your spiritual team is definitely keeping you out of harm's way. Someone literally, their life, your ancestors caused you to be late to something where something had went down, and if you would have gotten there a little bit earlier, you would have been involved in it. But you were late. You were running late, and that was on purpose to protect you. I also feel that for not just that one person who that message is for, but for everyone who chose this pile. Whenever you are late or something happens where you feel like it is an inconvenience, that's usually your spiritual team helping to keep you out of harm's way. So if you are getting interrupted or you find that you're running late to something, then it's for your protection, I feel, to keep you away, keep you out of being involved in a car accident or car theft and things like that. I definitely feel a lot of protection here. Some of you may be from Florida who are watching me now, could be visiting Florida. Also, I see New York here, so you could be watching me from New York or planning to visit New York. Also, New Jersey as well. Someone's into fashion here, so you could be going to the New York Fashion District to see what's going on there. I feel a lot of festive activities, all right? So you may be attending a lot of parties or just hanging out a lot. I feel like some of you definitely who chose this don't get out enough. You need to get out more. Definitely important for my empaths who chose this to spend time in nature just to clear your energy field. Hug a tree, do some grounding and things like that to help restore your energy for picking up on so much. Yeah. I feel like some of you may have just had a disagreement with someone. And you guys are not on speaking terms. Or you could be talking and you can tell like they're holding back their energy a little bit, like they're still kind of mad. You know how you have a disagreement or whatever, a falling out with somebody and like y'all talking, but you can still tell like that person kind of have a little attitude still a little bit. I feel that with some of you. something about Colombia here as well. You could be wanting to visit Colombia, or you could be looking to leave Colombia and come to the U.S. Alright, that's what I'm getting. Oh yeah, the color red may be important. You could need to do some root chakra work. You could be looking for a red clothing item, a red dress. Someone just purchased a red car, also blue as well. Someone needs the, I see the blue and the red here. Reminds me of the Crips and the Bloods. Someone grunts. You could be the grandmother watching this that's praying for your grandson who's out there in the streets involved in gang life. And it doesn't even have to be that they're a Crip or a Blood. It's just that they're infatuated with gang life, gang violence. They hang around with friends that are into gangs, and you are definitely going into heavy spiritual warfare praying for your grandson so that he is safe out there. For some of you, it's your granddaughter. Her mom or dad is not around, so she's lost right now. And you're doing some heavy praying for them. You may even spray their clothing down or pillow down with Florida water. Someone likes to wear a lot of white. You could be a part of, is it the Yoruba traditions or something like that? I know some of the women wear white in one of these religions. So you could be a part of a religion that likes to wear white. Someone is looking to join the military here, because they feel like the military will give them an abundant life. They'll be able to provide for their family in the ways that they want. You could be purchasing some cologne for your man. There may be a specific cologne that he likes or you like to smell on him, and he could be running out, so you're getting more. Also do see here, this reminds me of Bud Light, a beer, something. So, oh, someone is getting together. Okay, your guy is getting together with the fellas in his man cave. Okay, you could be helping him to set up his man cave. For those of you who just recently moved, you're helping your spouse set up their man cave. Someone even has a wine cellar. But let me see if I get anything else with that. Yep, that's all I'm getting for that. So let me roll my dice. And 5. You got 5 messages, so I'm going to go in here and see what additional messages we get. Alright, Spirit, what other messages correlate to this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put those away. Alright, I want to take this moment to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to all of my new subscribers and all of my returning subscribers. I thank you guys so much for your love and support. I'm definitely going to be showing up more. I know I slowed down a lot with my uploads. Life insurance. I don't know who this is for, but You're either shopping for life insurance and know you need life insurance, or someone could have just spoken to you about life insurance. But something about life insurance. Maybe it's important for that grandmother I was speaking to that's dealing with that grandson or granddaughter that is out there in the streets. We have detox your locks. So for those of you who have locks, and I don't know, maybe you want to put a dash, just a dash, not too much, a dash of Florida water in your shampoo or something to cleanse your locks. Maybe you've just gone to someone that touched your hair, you know, energy transfers. So you could have went to like a loctician, and that person's energy, like ever since you got your hair done, even if you don't have locks, let's just say you went to get your hair done by a loctician or a beautician, and ever since that person put their hands in your head, stuff ain't been going right. Spirit is saying it's time to detox, and putting a little bit, just a smidget of it, in your shampoo, or when you go to rinse your hair, or in a spray bottle to spray your hair down. Maybe like put like a cap full of this and a spray bottle with water in it and spray your hair down with it to remove any negative energy from the person who had their hands all up in your head. You know, you can't let everybody do your hair. JC Penney's may be important for you. Maybe you could work there. Or you could be needing to go there. It could be, I was just speaking about somebody looking for a red dress. So JC Penney's may be a place that you will find a red dress that you like. We have prison release. And see, I was picking up on gang activity and things like that. So what I'm picking up on now is, you may have a loved one who has gone to prison due to gang violence, and now they're getting released from prison, and you're praying for protection that they don't go back to their old ways. All right, so there's definitely, for some of you who chose that, someone getting out of prison, we have pork. All right. And since this is Florida water and we're talking about cleansing, and I feel like some of you may have been overdoing it with the pork, and now your body needs a cleansing. Okay, worms, intestinal worms. You need to do an intestinal cleanse, because pork, the pig is a very disgusting creature. And here we go. I was just talking about joining the military. So someone may be in the Army. Your spouse may be in the Army. All right. And you guys could be getting relocated to Florida, New York, or New Jersey. And we have double date. So you could be going on a double date. All right, I'm going to put those messages away, and I'm going to pull some closing messages for those of you who chose the Florida water. Let's get into that. All right. Divine Source, Heavenly Angels, Benevolent Spirit Guides, and Ancestors. What closing messages will benefit those who chose Florida water? What closing message or messages will benefit those who chose Florida water? And we have 4 different messages. We have souls that belong to each other will always find their way back together. All right, so we did have the double date message come out, so some of you may be reconnecting with someone from the past, and you guys decide to go out on a double date just to catch back up. Something light and friendly, somewhere fun, somewhere competitive, I feel. We have life is art. Paint your dreams, sing your songs, enjoy the dance. And that goes for those of you who I was saying, I feel like a lot of things are turning around in your life right now. You're experiencing a lot of abundance because you are literally painting your dreams and you're singing your songs and you're just enjoying life to the fullest. I definitely do feel like a very lighthearted energy here for some of you. We have peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. That's important for some of you who chose the Florida water. And we also have the reason it hurts so much is because our souls are connected. Alright, so some of you may be in separation with someone who you really, really love. And this person, you could have possibly spent several prior lifetimes together. And that's why this person feels like home to you. This Florida water represents protection. You feel protected and safe with this person. It's just that maybe, you know, you guys were not meant to actually be together in this particular lifetime. It could also be that this person has a lot of growing to do. Okay? But we do have souls that belong to each other will always find their way back together. So you could be, you guys may just so happen to hash out your differences. Some of you may even decide just to be friends. Just strictly platonic friends. Because you do have love for one another and you don't want to be without that person. It's just, you know, and they could be in a committed relationship. You could be in a committed relationship. And I don't know. I just feel like a vibe of like, I'll never stop loving you. Like, I love you. Yeah, this person could have caused a lot of heartache for you as well. You still have a love for them, but you just had to let them go because it was just too much. And what do we have at the bottom? When you meet your soulmate, you'll feel calm, no anxiety, no agitation. And that's what I'm saying. That is exactly how some of you are feeling with the person that you're in separation from. I feel like this person definitely thinks of you. I feel like they pray for you or pray for your protection. Some of you do need protection from this person, actually, because although you love them, this person was definitely toxic. And you felt at home with them because, like I said, you guys shared so many lifetimes together in the past that, of course, you all recognized each other. But it's just you two in this lifetime are not good. Actually, there were lessons that you two were meant to learn from one another. That definitely is going to transform you on a deeper level or has already transformed you. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you guys in the next video. And if you felt drawn to any other item, then I'll see you over there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to like, share this video, and also subscribe. Hit that bell so you don't miss any uploads. Thank you so much. Many blessings to you. Alright, and last but not least, we have the shell. So, of course, which is pretty obvious, what I do feel for some of you is that you are very, very fond of the beach. You like to go to the beach. You could be a surfer. You could be a lifeguard at the beach. You may even be a lifeguard at the pool. I also feel like those of you who chose this are very, very intuitive people. Your intuition has always been something that has led and guided you through your life. You've never been one to like second guess yourself. This shell reminds me of a woman's cervix dilating. You see how, let's see if I can get you guys to see the details of this, but you see how the ridges start to get bigger and bigger as it goes down the shell. It reminds me of a woman's cervix dilating and opening. So some of you who chose this may be pregnant, or your spouse or girl, family member may be pregnant and may suddenly just go into labor. You guys, and they may end up having the baby at home or in the car. But there's like an urgency here. Like soon as her water breaks, like she just goes from 3 centimeters dilated to 6, and just now she's at 8, and it's like bomb. It's time to push. So I do feel like a very, very quick labor here for those of you who chose this. Some of you could be nail technicians, because this shell reminds me of the layers of a nail. So you could be nail technicians. You could be just graduated, just received your certificate or your license to practice doing nails. Or that may be something that you have been interested in. Also see here, some of you who chose the shell definitely go to the gun range, because I see a lot of holes in this shell. If you could see, I don't know if y'all could see the holes very clearly, but there are holes in this shell. So I feel like some of you have been going to the gun range or desire to go to the gun range. You guys. Deer hunting? What? Okay, that's totally random. Some of you may be going deer hunting. You may have some buddies who like to hunt deer. And you're probably going for the first time. I don't know. Deer hunting. Is it even deer hunting season? I don't even know. But deer hunting. Some of you are acupuncturists. You perform acupuncture on people, or you could be going to get an acupuncture session done because you're having headaches. Also see tattoos and piercings here as well. You may work in a tattoo shop, or you could be looking to get a tattoo or some type of piercing done. Someone is dealing with someone that has Y, the letter Y in their name. The letter Y in their name. I'm hearing the name Brittany. Also see, I'm actually getting an image right now of someone bandaging a child's knee, like putting a band-aid on their knee. Also, I'm also feeling elephants here. Elephants could be your spirit guide animal, or an animal that you're very fond of. Also getting here that someone may have just fractured a bone. They're getting some type of surgery done to fix a broken limb or fractured limb. This was a result of like a car accident they were in. Also picking up, this kind of reminds me of an ear. The ear a little bit, the way it's shaped. So again, you could be taking your infant daughter to get her ears pierced. She may have, if you have children, they may suffer from chronic ear infections. I do feel like those of you who chose this love the water, but I also do feel some of you have a fear of water because you've seen someone drown, or some of you may be having past life memories of drowning or reoccurring dreams that you're drowning. And that is because that is the way you passed away in your past life, by drowning. Okay, and these past life memories are popping up now. You may have wondered why you always had a fear of water. I just keep seeing knees and elbows for some reason. Okay, some of you may be a child care worker who really needs to watch out for the children, like when they're outside playing, because I just see a lot of like bumps and scrapes and bruises and things like from children playing and falling. Someone has a scar or scars, multiple scars on their body from being stabbed or shot. And you have like, you know how kids be curious? They like be asking you like, y'all, let's just say you went to the beach or pool or somewhere where you had to have your shirt off or something. And the kids are asking you like what happened, and you're telling them like how you got shot or how you got stabbed. Or this could be you telling your significant other a story about how you got shot or stabbed. Onion rings. You may find that someone is very fond of onion rings. They really like onion rings. Or you may be very surprised to go to a new restaurant and try their onion rings and be surprised that they're good. So that may have become like your favorite appetizer or something. This particular restaurant's onion rings. You could be doing a detox. You know that, I don't know if you guys ever heard of this, where they say put your, cut an onion, slice an onion, and put the onion at the bottom of your feet with the, put socks over it so it can detox your body. Some of you may be doing that. You could like to wear shells in your hair. Like if you have your hair in a braided style or locks or something, you could like to wear. You could be someone that likes to wear shells in your hair. Could be dealing with someone that's like a health freak, like always talking about what you're eating, and anything go down, you get a pimple or something, they're like, yeah, see, that's because you're eating XYZ. You shouldn't be eating that. You shouldn't be eating that. Like I hear somebody saying you shouldn't be eating that. I also feel like those of you who chose this shell are very calm people. I feel like when someone is upset, they call you for calm advice. Like they call you because they know they call you because they know you are going to give them the advice they need to hear, like sound advice. You could be one that likes to play games that help to strengthen your memory, or you could be noticing like how you have a memory loss. Like let's just say somebody says, hey, can you go get my such and such out of the bedroom? And then you go in there and completely forgot what they said. So you could be noticing memory loss. You could be dealing with an elder that's dealing with memory loss, and you're you're playing games with them to help strengthen their memory. All right. Someone could be telling you how good your memory is, or you could just be someone that has a very good memory. So you remember stories from long, long ago. Like when I see the ridges in its shell, I don't know, it reminds me of like, you know how back in the days, they didn't have TV and things like that. So they would sit around and tell stories. I feel like some of you are good storytellers, and You know, you may have had like an elder that shared